Hi everybody, welcome to Campground Cuisine. My name is Cindy and thanks for visiting my channel. Y'all, I am back in the woods in the Ocala National Forest down in Florida, and I've been meeting up with some new butterflies at a big camp out at Mill Dam. We've been here before and we love coming here because there's so much to offer with the resources and space, but today it's raining. And Mill Dam cannot always control the weather, but we are going to be doing something super cool because my good friend Robin has introduced me to a new cooker. Yes, a new cooker. So I'm really excited to introduce you to Robin, and let's get things started. So come and get you some campground cuisine. So here's my good friend Robin. She's got a very unique cooker that I am so excited for you to check out. So Robin, tell us all about it.
Well, I do a lot of, I used to do some backpacking, and I do a lot of camping in the woods. So, I was looking for compact ways to cook my food. And I found this. It's a Unigear little baby grill. And so it all folds up, and you just open it up and slide this in. Now, if I flipped it over, I could make a deeper thing. If I wanted to build a bigger fire or cook slower, then I could flip it over and do it the other way, because you see it's got two settings here. So if I wanted a little bit cooler, I could move it down here. Don't advise using that after you've started cooking though.
That's a good idea.
And so to start this, I'm using birch bark today because it's rainy, and birch bark is an excellent fire starter.
Okay.
It's oily, and so it will burn. Oh gosh, where's my lighter? Hang on. There. This is another really cool thing. It is a torch, and it was supposed to be some fancy Tesla rechargeable torch, but it's really just a you fill it with lighter fluid. But see, it will put out.
Oh, that's serious.
Really
I felt that over here.
Yeah, that's on the high setting. You can do it lower. You don't want to light cigarettes with it. You might burn yourself.
Yeah.
But that's the lower setting.
Okay.
But just for an example, let me pull a piece of this out. And see how well it burns.
Yeah.
And so what I've done is I've got an egg crate and wax thing.
Did you make it
that I made?
Is that your special recipe? Do you mind sharing?
Well, it's just wood shavings from the chainsaw pile, and I fill the cardboard egg cartons up with that, and then pour wax on. And they work really well. The other one that I really like to use is toilet paper tubes, just stuffed inside each other, and then I slice them up in little cookies and dip them in wax. And I like those because the air between the, where the cardboard tubes are folded together gives some air to the thing. And the other thing that I have that I'll demonstrate is the pocket bellows. No, can you?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. And if this were not going so well, you can stretch it out. See, this is good for a big campfire. But
Oh, yeah.
But that really, if this were not going that well, it would really put the air to it and get it going a whole lot better.
And this has really good ventilation, so I could see where most of the time you'd be successful.
Ooh. So we're working with a little bit of damp wood here, but you can also use charcoal with this, or pellets. I've never used pellets before, but I have done charcoal. And for the charcoal, I start a little fire and put charcoal briquettes on the fire if I'm cooking something that's going to take a little bit longer. Now, today we're cooking chicken breast, so this is I probably could use a couple briquettes today, but I didn't bring any, so we'll just get it going
All right, well, you let me know when this is ready, and we'll get everybody right back here and check out how all this cool cooking begins.
Okie doke. Okay, so now we're ready to, we've got some coals going here. And this just fits right down in on top of that. And the bottom also has notches for the grill.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got this chicken breast that I marinated with some leftover vinaigrette that I made. Just olive oil and apple cider vinegar and powdered garlic and some
Yum.
Italian seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to put that on there.
Look at that. Uh-oh. Chicken down.
I usually do steak. This is, I will admit, this is the first time I've done chicken breast. So,
there we go.
we're going to just put her on there, kitty corner.
There we go.
And it may take a little bit to cook because this is a big, thick breast.
Yeah.
But now I bought these things at Hobby Lobby in the jewelry department. So these are jewelry finding things, and you can get, I've got a skinnier set for things that I just want a pinch of, and then this is like the medium set, and then I've got a bigger set for
That's so
garlic
smart.
powder and stuff. But I like Tony's.
And you label it.
Yep.
I've got a good friend that I've videoed a couple of times. Her name is Becky, and she's made a gumbo for us. And she made a soup for us a couple weeks ago, and her favorite seasoning is Tony Chachere's.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So another tip is things like Tony's and garlic powder will turn into a rock if you don't put a desiccant packet in it.
Yeah.
So I've learned that, and the garlic still gets a little stiff, but it doesn't turn to glue.
So those are those little chiclet things that come in packages that remove the moisture? Is that what you're...
Yeah, well, this is a Performance Dry. I think this one might have come out of a pill box.
Okay.
But I did buy a pack of them that were little beads inside a thing, and for the garlic I've got that in there, and it's about twice that big, and you can actually reuse them. You dry them out in the microwave.
Oh.
Or something.
Gosh, you know a lot.
Thank you. Well, we're gonna get nice and charred here.
Yeah, buddy. That is outstanding.
And I'm just gonna let this,
And those embers, I mean, that's...
I'm gonna let the embers cool down, and it's gonna take a little bit.
Well, we got tonight.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to come back in just a bit and check in on this chicken, but it is headed in the right direction. And I'm going to take a little scent sniff of that marinade because it looks really good. I'm going to check that out. So we'll be back in a little while.
Okay, so we've got it charred nicely on the outside, but because this is thick, I'm going to wrap it in a couple layers of foil and put it back on here, and that should speed up the cooking a little bit.
All right.
And this is a twig fire here, so you do have to have plenty of twigs and keep adding twigs on, which the downside is that, you know, you're either going to have it's almost going out or there are lots of flames. But, I mean, unless you use charcoal or those pellets.
Yeah.
And see, if I had really been planning ahead for this trip, sometimes I do bring just a 2 or 3 briquettes in here will cook
Wow.
really well.
When they're the right thing, they really get it
And then you
done.
can throw the briquettes on your fire, and they'll get going, and then you won't have all this flame.
Okay. Okay, Robin says it's ready.
So I'm going to pull it off here while I heat up my rice and broccoli.
Wow. We did do a little peek at it, gave it a couple more minutes, but y'all, the juices in this aluminum foil, it is just swimming, and it's got a perfect char. I hope this is picking it up, y'all, because this looks so good. Oh yeah, there's that juice. That's awesome. And look at your little, yeah, the chef's kiss, right? So you have this really cool camping pot that collapses on itself, I guess.
It's just a stackable mess kit.
Stackable, okay.
It's stainless steel, and frankly, I wish I had brought it has a little lid that goes on it. I wish I'd brought the lid because I think it would have. But I'm just kind of warming up some pre-cooked little broccoli that I froze at home, and the seeds of change, quinoa and rice.
Yeah.
And
I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting to see somebody cook with a different grain. I do a lot of rice cooking and some pasta, so that's great. That's great that you're using a different grain.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've already got it rolling in there. Let's get a little overhead. So we got the broccoli that was already cooked, and the quinoa brown rice package is pre-cooked, so it's just a matter of heating everything up, right?
Yes, and I might add a little bit of water just to keep it from sticking.
Get a little steam working for you. That's cool. I'm really excited that you shared your seasoning carrier with us, because that's something that I struggle not wanting to carry around a lot of different bottles of things or containers of things, and especially when you're only on the road for a couple days or even a few days at a time to have to carry around. So I tend to lean towards a single seasoning concept, so like a Lowry's seasoning salt or the Morton's Nature Seasons, because they have everything.
Crazy Jane's mixed up salt is another one that I really like to use. But this is also, like, I put all my vitamins in these.
That's a good idea.
I take a bunch of different vitamins.
And where did you get it again?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
In the jewelry department.
Okay. When we're ready to plate all this fantastical food, we'll come back and see what you're going to be having your campground cuisine. Y'all, are you seeing this? This is perfect. Still juicy. We let it sit for just a moment. Robin knows what she's doing. She ain't playing either. She's serious. The embers of these little sticks, they're still glowing a little bit. We might have been able to do something else, but we're all done. Yeah, a couple marshmallows and then it's done. But seriously, look at this plate. How beautiful is this dinner? You're not going to get this just anywhere. This is only happening at the campground. A little campground cuisine, the brown rice and quinoa, broccoli seasoned to perfection, and this chicken that can't wait to be eaten. Folks, this has been a super fun time. Robin, you're the best. Thank you so much for being so generous as to let us film and spend some time with you. I'm not going to keep you from your dinner anymore because I know you are ready to go. Friends, get you some campground cuisine and have some fun with the different ways of cooking. And if you happen to get this, you're going to have a ball, because you can even use this in the backyard with the kids and have some fun with your own personal little grill. Y'all take care.
Okay, so we're going to open this up, and this stands up like this, and then we've got these notches on the edge, and then you just pick your setting and fold it up around that. Put the grate on it. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Thank you, Robin.